Hey guys, welcome to the Plotly tutorial. In the last video, we learned about dot add trace in the Plotly, and today's topic is a subplot. Subplots are very powerful to visualize the data from the different columns from the same dataset, or they are very powerful to tell the complex information from the data to anybody. So as I told in the last video, we cover about the trace. So what is a trace? Trace is nothing, it is each set of a data plus the graph you want to draw. So the combination of the each set of a data plus the graph is known as the trace. The subplots also created in the Plotly with the help of the dot add trace. As I told, subplots are the mini plots and they are presented in the different grid. So to display the different plot in different grid, we're going to use dot add trace. As you guys know, we can plot the Plotly graph with the help of the Plotly Express as well as the Plotly graph objects. But I'm going to use the Plotly graph object because it is much more easy to customize compared to the Plotly Express. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can plot the subplots in the one row and two different columns. For this video, I'm going to consider the new data set, that is the rainfall in the Australia. So our the data set is look like that. We have the date, we have the location. This data set is objective to predict that there will be a rain tomorrow or not. That is, a rain tomorrow we have is the target variable we have in this data set. So target variable in this data set, I'm going to show you. The first is a bar chart and again another is a pie chart. Why the pie chart? Because we're going to analyze the one column, that is we're going to perform here univariate analysis. That's the reason. But my motive only to show you how you can create the figure in the different subplots. So we are going to analyze the target distribution. So first thing is that when you want to draw the subplots, you have to be imported from the Plotly subplots. So once you import the make subplots, so you're going to define the figure and you can define the make subplots, and you should define here the rows and the columns. So as I told you, I'm going to show you the one row and two columns. So I'm defining the rows is equal to 1 and columns is equal to 2. Remember one thing, the indexing of the rows and the column in this make subplot is starting from the 1. It's not start from the 0. If you give to 0, it will show you the error. So the rows is 1 and the column is 2. And then you have to use the fig dot add trace, because you have to be draw two graphs simultaneously in one figure, and one graph in one figure and one graph in the another figure. So what you can do, fig dot add trace. In the first figure, I'm going to show you the bar chart, that is the go dot bar, and you have to define your x and y. So what is x? So before this, just see how's your target variable distributed. So this is our the target variable, and we just use value counts. So this is actually there will be no rain tomorrow, have this much points, and yes, there will be a rain tomorrow, have this much point. That is, we have the binary classification problem. So what I'm going to do here in the bar chart, I want to show my yes and no on the x-axis. I just copy from here and I will put the x-axis is equal to this, and what I'm to do here, index I have to pass, and the values you want to see in the y-axis. So same, and you have to pass the values, right? Yeah, it's makes sense now. So after that, you have to be defined, it is in the row 1 and the column is also 1 here, and now you can see what the figure is, figure dot show, and we have to pass here the y as well. Yes, so this is the figure, but this figure we have to be make it customized. Also we have to add here the pie chart, so that we can know what is the distribution. By seeing this figure, we can tell this is the imbalanced data set we have. We're going to add the same as a pie chart as well. So fig dot add figure, add trace, go dot pie, and here you have to define the labels. and you have to define here the values, and here you have to define the row 1 and column is 2. Now we get this error, that is a value error. The value error is what telling to us the trace type pi is not compatible with subplot type xy at grid position 1, 2. That's what the meaning of this is. That if you remember, we draw this bar plot that have the x-axis and have the y-axis, but if you know the pie chart, it's not have any x-axis and the y-axis. That means we have to be define here the spaces in the, when you call the make subplot, when you define the rows 1 and columns 2, you have to be pass here spaces. That is the first plots first plots is like the spaces x and y, and for the pie chart we mostly use in Plotly as a domain. So we have to be define here. Once we define the spaces, we will get out of this error. So let me define spaces. So spaces is the first figure is come as a type xy, and the second figure has come as the domain. Okay, it is a list of a dictionary. So this is now if you run it again, you will get your pie chart, and due to the, if you not define this, you will get an error. But something is missing here. What is missing? We have no title here. What we are doing, nobody know. We have no this subplot title as well, we not have the trace 0, no, yes, what is this, we can't understand this also. So we not have this legend title also, and we have to be make it little bit more customized. So let's make it stylish so it look perfect to us. So the first thing is that you have to be add the subplot title. So how you will add the subplot title? Again, you go in this make subplots. So you have to be pass here the subplot titles. So subplot titles I just pass, this is the bar chart and this is the pie chart. How many subplots you have? This you can pass the titles in this list. Now if you see, you can see the bar chart is here and the pie chart is here. For now I'm just I will come back again how will increase this size, but let me put this plot title. What is this plot title? You already know how we control the style of the figure with the help of update layout. So we're going to write the fig dot update layout. So fig dot update layout. In the layout, you can do, you can create one dictionary, and then again you create another dictionary, that is a text, and you can pass the text here. Target distribution. You can set its x and y position. So x is what? X is let's make it in the center, and y is your let's put it 0.9 and see it. Yes, so target distribution comes in the center, and with y is your vertical distance, and x is your horizontal distance. Now let's make it little bit more stylish. So what you can do more here, you can increase its size. So you have to be pass here the font size. Font size you can give 26, and then you can give what, you can set its color as well. So for now the color is red color. So if you see, it's become the red color, the target distribution. That's perfectly fine. And then for legend, if you want to show, it's okay. If you not want to show, you can pass here the legend is your the show legend is false. Show legend is false, you can pass, I think. So show legend, if you pass here, you will not see here because it not make much more sense in this plot. Then another thing what you can do, you can design the x-axis and y-axis by just calling the update x-axis and update y-axis. So the update x-axis, I pass the title text, show grid false, color crimson, and the update y-axis as well. So let's see. Now if you see this this color is changed, and this color as well, it's changed. If you want to pass any color, you can pass the marker color in the go.py or go.bar. It can change the color. So you can pass the update annotation, and inside it you can pass the font size 26. Okay, so now you can see this size is also increased, but it's look fine. For a sample I show you. So here then I think you can understand it, and you can draw it in more better way. And I hope you like this video. If you like this video, then please like the video and subscribe to the channel.